These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. The courage on display here is incredible. How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable. And by the sense of it, it's nighttime now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round.
Keep him on the end of your jab.
And there's the bell to start round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. And he just missed with that left jab. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Do you believe this? Good counter punch. Talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He misses with that jab. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Come on. Let him back into this.
Here we go to the fourth round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch caught him clean. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They better start respecting each other's punching power. See someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He threw a punch and just got countered. He blocks that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this. Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw. There's the bell for round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Nice counter. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Jab slightly off target. That uppercut doesn't land. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Nice round. Good round. All right.
There's the bell to start round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he just missed with that left jab. That jab misses. And Sugar is in trouble. How did they survive that?
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
A perfect counter lands. The right hook just missed. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
It's win the round back. Take away that confidence.
No, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Well, the fight's not over yet. You gotta get out there and win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag, and now you're gonna let him back into it. You've done all your work all the way through camp.
Tiring out. Just stay focused. Don't let him back in.
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
It's working nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work.
Get your shots off. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round.
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one
And that'll
shot.
do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out.
And there's the bell to start round 8. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Just misses with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Holding nothing back here in the round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
He's too tired. He's not getting back.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Miss with that jab. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. We've made it to round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss for that jab. Just misses with that uppercut. These two were made for each other. Has to be careful. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we're entering
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch caught him clean. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Say it ain't quite so. Down goes Sugar Ray. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.